So this is Brandon Jennings on Gilbert Arenas show. They're out there in Vegas. They're talking about a bunch of stuff, but on this topic, this segment, they're talking about the New York Knicks.
It's for so all of them actually were part of the winning championship.
Yes, bro.
They wanted to. I mean,
they all
they
accepted.
good then.
They ready.
Oh yeah, they already know what to do there.
So they understand how to play together already.
Yeah,
so
they already.
I'm rolling with that 5, bro.
That's college. This is the
I'm rolling
league.
with
This
that.
is the business now. I'm saying you think
Exactly.
it's
Ain't
still
nobody scared of that. Ain't nobody scared of that shit.
Yeah,
college
because the head of this
fuck out of here.
the snakehead already sacrificed. The snakehead already sacrificed.
Play back and yo, you see how he's sitting there like he Flino Brown. You see how he's sitting there.
College. This is the league. This is the
Exactly.
business now. I'm
Exactly.
saying you think
Exactly.
it's
Ain't
still
nobody scared of that. Ain't nobody scared of that shit.
Yeah, because the head of this
Fuck out of here.
the snakehead already sacrificed.
Hey, Fleet, that was personal. He got something against the Villanova Knicks. I'm gonna just say this: is Brandon Jennings better than Jalen Brunson or Mikal Bridges in y'all opinion?
No.
So for me, I don't know where that anger came from. I don't know why he responded like that. But I'm gonna be honest, that was personal. I need to know the backstory to why he responded like that. Because for one, when you say ain't nobody scared, this ain't college. All of those players from the Villanova team prove that they are great NBA players. So what are you talking about? Josh Hart is super legit. We already know Jalen Brunson, MVP candidate. DiVincenzo, one of the best shooters in the league. And let's not talk about Mikal Bridges, probably top 5 two-way player in the NBA right now, Flea.
Yeah, give me I'll roll.
So when you say ain't nobody scared, this ain't college. Yeah, this ain't college. This is the NBA. And all them guys right now is playing way past their potential. And all of them probably still has another level to go. We just seen Josh Hart go another level with the rebounding. We just seen DiVincenzo become a legit 2-guard. We just seen Jalen Brunson become an MVP candidate. We just seen Mikal Bridges be one of the best two-way players in the league. So Brandon Jennings, what are you talking about? Are you upset? Are you upset? Seems like a little hate to me, Flea. Please, your opinion.
I don't know. For me, the thing I get from Brandon Jennings is sometimes he's trying to find a way to be a part of the conversation. Like, there's a lot of dominant voices up there. Gilbert, at least from my vantage point, what I noticed, I've invested because a lot of y'all like that. And so I start watching. You talk about it. Fabian talks about it. I got a good friend that talks about it. So I was like, I don't personally care for Gil, but I started watching because my peers are talking about it. I want to be informed when I talk to you guys. And so when I watch it, anytime I hear Brandon Jennings say something, it always comes from a position of he's just trying to get into the conversation. It never sounds like he's a part of it. Kenyon has a strong voice. Even Rashard McCants has a strong voice. Gil, even Josiah being the host, they got strong voices. Brandon Jennings' voice doesn't seem strong, but when he does say something, it's just like, I'm trying to get in here too. And the way he said that, all of them were talking about, and for context, y'all, they were talking about they know how to win together. That was the premise of what they were saying. Yo, all of these guys is getting together. It sounds cute, but guess what? All of them won championships together. Whether that was college or not, it's hard to win an NCAA championship. We're talking about, one and done. You lose a game, you're done. You have to win. You got to go on a winning streak to win a championship in the NCAA. Those guys collectively did it. A couple of them did it twice together. So how can that not carry over to the professional level? Knowing how to win, knowing how to play together, knowing guys' tendencies. The point guard of the team in college is the point guard of the team here. He's putting guys in place. He's gotten better. Like you just said about Josh Hart. Josh Hart got better. When Bridges walked into Nova, Jay Wright was like, I might have made a mistake giving you a scholarship. When he walked into the door as a freshman, he was like, I don't know. Damn, I got to see if this is going to pan out. And by the time he was walking out the door, he was a lottery pick, right? So I'm just saying, all of that matters. I think us putting this together, it may seem like, oh, you're trying to get everybody together, but it fits. It fits. This doesn't look forced. This doesn't look like, what are they doing over there? This looks good, and it's working. So how can somebody hate on it? This ain't college, nigga. We was a 2 seed. We won 50 games with this. Yes, it's working. It's working. If we fully healthy last year, this past season, what are we talking about?
Right.
My two brothers on the screen will tell you we would have been in the finals if we fully healthy. But it's not working. That's hate. That's hate. And that's just, oh, my guys is talking over me. I got to be in the car. Shut the hell up. Shut up. It's working.
I didn't.
Thank you. You can't teach continuity. Go ahead.
I love the way you just broke down their show, because it's not easy, not having a powerful, like, even keep it 1,000. Like right now, we're drowning out Dime with the Brawny talk, and he got to go. He's under the gun with the time, and it's like in real time when it's live, there's so many dynamics that come into play. That's why we tell everybody, like, yo, we appreciate the comments, because it'd be hilarious, and sometimes it just it breaks the ice, and we just looking for a reason to go, hold on, let me calm down, man. So the fact that you said it with Brandon Jennings is like he hasn't figured that out. He hasn't figured out his comfort zone on the show, and we love the show. Just because it's the entertainment aspect, I don't expect to learn a lot except from these are players' point of views, and sometimes they come off really strong. Like when there's certain things Gilbert Arenas says that is fire. When Kenyon and them, like, Kenyon be like, yo, there's certain things you can't say to me from the crowd or whatever. And Gilbert was like, why? They pay you to ignore all that. What are you talking about? Like, just so there's certain things that when he comes off is great. Brandon Jennings, to your point, damn, because that's 2 times this week that he went kind of viral. The first time was about Brawny. And that was in the same fashion, though. Like, he couldn't really even vocalize what he wanted to say. But in the back of his mind, he knew he was right. Like, man, get out of here, man. If that was my son. And he had but it was still, to your point, Flea, it still was, like, drowned out. Because Gilbert Arenas' biggest problem is that he tries to yell for no reason. And then he doubles down with his yelling, and it's like, bro, are you drunk? That's not what really, and he's a lot more Stephen A. Smith than he's gonna let on. So, and then he was trying to say that we're trying to go viral, everybody's going viral because of Brawny, whatever. No, bro, you try to do the same thing as LeBron in the podcast world. But I digress. That was an excellent point, Flea, and AllBall. The same, it's hate, and I don't know if he's being serious. I think that kid is drinking out there. That guy, that man, he's a grown man now. He's drinking out there because, like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? They're like legit. We know what they are. They don't watch them play, bro. They didn't even know. Think about when Gilbert Arenas was talking about the Knicks for so long, how bad of an organization they are. We only go out there because the crowd cheers for us. And Kenyon Martin was like, hold on. They're the greatest organization I ever played for. Total opposite of what he thought.
I missed that conversation because, there's so many people that have come out and said how great of an organization the Knicks are in terms of treating their players. Tyson Chandler's mother was dying, and Dolan put him on the private plane to go back and forth during the season to be able to be there for her, right? Like, that's the type of shit that, the casual fan that is easy to hate on the Knicks. They don't know that this type of stuff is going on and that we're that type of organization. I want to say this last thing about the Gil Arenas show. Like I said, I started watching that because you two guys mentioned it, right? It's mentioned something that you guys watch from time to time. And like I said, I got a really close friend that is, sings Gilbert's praises. I understand why people like it. It's very authentic, right? Because they not script, there's no script, there's no, they go at it and stuff like that. But then the other side of it too is it's hard for me to get in because they don't know when to reel it in. They spent 30 to 45 minutes today arguing about validating Rashad McCants' take on being a 15th guy off the bench. Because that's what they're trying to relegate Brawny to. And so Rashad McCants is trying to explain to them he knows what it feels like to be the 15th man off the bench. Gil has been in that position. We know Gil was that in Golden State. But Kenyon and Brandon are telling him he's not. He's telling them he is. And they spent like 40 minutes arguing about, you can't tell me I was a 15th man off the bench. As authentic as that is, it was a hard watch, is what I'm saying. So, like, that's why Brandon did a lot of yelling and try to get in because they be doing a lot up there.
Before I forget, AllBall, because as y'all were talking, I thought about that Carolina team, I think that McCants was on with Felton, Sean May, and it was like that starting five was like again. I don't watch ball. Was Sheldon Williams there?
Oh, Sheldon's in Duke.
So there was another kid. There was another small forward that was there.
Jawad Williams and Marvin Williams. And Marvin went too.
Marvin Williams. Marvin Williams. That's what I'm thinking of. That team, it felt like the way people talked about them would have had 2 or 3 legit NBA guys. And it was, I don't want to say it reminded me of the Nova Knicks, but it had that feeling of, did I just miss something? Because I don't watch college ball like that. Did I just miss something crazy? That's what the Nova Knicks was. So I understand with Brandon Jennings, you know, like stereotyping us, but you're clearly not watching the Knicks. It's just obvious. You don't do any research, bro. To even think you want to trade Randall and stuff is like we've always been saying. We'd rather see this play out than anything else. That's the first thing we want to see. Or you're gonna drop the ball or not? Because we would love nothing but you turning this around, and we're gonna go even. I can't, to be honest. There's nobody you could really trade Randall for that if they come here, even if we win, it wouldn't feel better than if Randall won. Nowhere near it. We're rooting for this to happen. We don't want to trade him. So part of the reason why is because of what we saw last January, and we seen the dynamic with him and this team and the organization. And James Dolan have got to defend his monkey ass today. So, and he went off on the NBA. I don't know if you saw that. Jesus Christ. We'll get into that in a second if you want.
Wow. I mean, we could. I mean, before we get out of it, we could definitely, because I didn't see that, but just real quick, responding to what Flea hit it on the nose. Definitely watching that platform, Brandon Jennings definitely has to try to find his voice. I love his honesty though, like, because I think we need more of that in the world in general, but of course on platforms. I love that, you know, like when he broke down the Bronny James thing. You know, I want to go back to that, but I love his honesty. But my thing is, don't try to be dead serious and be dead wrong at the same time. This what mind boggles me about Knicks haters. We had a great season last year. We are adding 2 more great players in Julius Randle, who we know was hurt, and Mikal Bridges. Yes, we lost Hartenstein, but we're adding 2 great players. How does that not? How do people still find a way to say we're not going to be good? I don't understand. So with Brandon Jennings, when he tried to make that point, it was like, yo, bro, did you see what we did last season? It ain't about nobody being scared. But, bro, we was legit. And we proved it all season. When we was healthy, we beat all the top teams. We smoked Denver and Minnesota and Milwaukee and Philly. That's the same team that people was telling me we shouldn't go for the 2 seed. Go for the 3rd seed so we could duck Philly because we're not going to beat Philly. Nobody brought up Embiid being not healthy. People literally said we're not beating Philly. We made a mistake. We should have dropped to the 3rd seed to play Indiana in the 1st round. So miss me with that. Stop being a hater. I love your honesty. But be correct. You was dead wrong with that tape. Dead wrong.
AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.